Hello children, welcome to another class of computer lesson. So, let's move to another chapter. The title of this chapter is Using Tools in Flash. Here we are discussing about what is a Flash software and what are the tools used in this software. Right? So, let's get started. At first, we have to learn about what is a Flash. Flash is a software used to create or develop interactive graphics and animations. These type of graphics or animations are used on a website or any other multimedia purposes. So that is the first point. What is Flash? Once again, Flash is a software which is used to develop interactive graphics and animations. So these animations which are uploaded on the website for some advertisement purposes or any other multimedia purposes. And there are some elements present in this software. So let's see what are they. They are simple text, buttons, scrolling text, slideshow pictures, animations which are embedded with a sound. And Flash is extremely well suited for creating contents because its size is very small and delivered to the internet very easily. So that's why it's the main advantages of using Flash software. First, what is Flash? Yes, first point, what is Flash? It is used to develop interactive graphics and animations. Develop interactive graphics and animations. Yes. So that's the first point. Then second one, there are some elements present in Flash software such as simple text, scroll text buttons, scroll buttons, etc. The main advantage, the size is very small. Size is very small. So, it can be delivered over the internet very easily and it is well suited for creating contents. Okay, so these are the Flash. Then, moving to next topic, opening the Flash program. Opening the Flash program. How to open a Flash program? So here, the version here is used is CS3 Professional, Adobe Flash CS3 Professional. So the steps is start all programs, then Adobe CS3 Professional. So that's the way for opening a Flash program. And a screen appears, so you can see some components. So let's see what are the components present in the Flash software. At first, the component is menu bar. What is the component? Menu bar. Simply, we know it contains some options or menus, so you can choose your appropriate options from there. So that's the first one, menu bar. First one is menu bar. Then, second one is edit bar. So if you want to edit the one you created, so you can choose the component edit bar. So second one is edit bar. Yes, edit bar means is that it is located at the top of the timeline and it contains controls and information for editing scenes and symbols. Then third one is stage. Third one is stage. S-T-A-G-E, stage. Stage means simply it is the working space. So you can create your work in there, which is that component stage. And the fourth one is timeline. Timeline consists of different frames arranged in a number grid. So it contains sequence of images which make the animation. So fourth one is timeline. Timeline contains different frames arranged in a grid form. That is the fourth component. So once again, first menu bar which contains some options. So you can choose your options from there. Second one is edit bar. Edit bar means if you created your work in the edit bar and you can edit the scenes or animations in there. Third one is page. Here is the working page for creating your content. And the fifth one is timeline, contain different number of frames arranged in a grid form. Then next one is frame. Fifth one, frame. Frame means a frame is a single step of animation or a picture on a flash timeline. So what is a frame? A frame is a single step of animation. Simply we can say that it is the single step of animations. That means large number of frames are displayed in a quick session known as animation. So that animation appears. Then next one is playhead. Sixth one, play. Playhead means the red square in the timeline is known as playhead. So we can move through the project by dragging it with mouse. Then next one is toolbar. Seventh one, toolbar. T-O-O-L-B-E-R, toolbar, which contain different tools for working the creation of your content in the Flash software. The next is property inspector. If you want to change any properties, then you can go to the property inspector. Property inspector. Yes. Then next one is stroke color. It's the color of the line of lines. It's the color of the lines you draw, or we can say outline of the project or object. Then next is fill color. So here stroke color and another one is fill color. And one fill color. F-I-L-L-C-O-L-O-R. So that means if you want to fill any color, then you can choose the option fill color option. So these are all the components present in the Flash software. Once again, menu bar, it contains some options. Then you can select the options from the menus or commands. Then the second one is edit bar. Then after you creating the content or the scene, if you want to edit the scenes or animations, you can edit in the edit bar. Then third one is stage. Stage is simply the working space for creating your content. And fourth one is timeline. Timeline means which is the combination of different frames in a grid form. And the fifth one is frame. Frame is commonly known as the single set of animation. Then you can select your frame from there, and a group of frames in a quick session is known as animations. And the sixth one is playhead, is the red square form which is present in the timeline. And next one is toolbar, which contains different number of tools. So you can select your appropriate tools from there. And the eighth one is property inspector. If you want to change the properties, then you can choose the property from the property inspector. And the fourth one is stroke color. Simply the outline of the lines you draw, and you can apply color to the stroke colors or outline colors. Then fill color, to simply fill the colors with using the option fill color. Then moving to next topic, using the toolbox. We already discussed some tools which is present in the toolbox. So let's see what are the tools which is useful to us, or what are the tools used in the Flash software. So how to use a toolbox using how to use a tools which is stored in the toolbox. So, using the toolbox. Using the toolbox. Firstly, we have to know what are the tools present in the toolbox. And the first tool is selection tool. What is the first tool? Selection tool. Simply we can say to select the part of your content, then you can use the selection tool. So first tool is what? Selection tool. Selection tool. Then, second one is another tool known as free transform tool. So look at the picture, page number 75. You can see different types of tools: selection tools, free transform tools, line tools, pencil tool, ink bottle tool, paint bucket tool, eraser tool, text tool, rectangle tool, and brush tool. So first one is selection tool, then free transform tool, line tool, pencil tool, etc. So let's start with our first tool, that is selection tool. So simply what is the selection tool? To select an area. That is the main purpose of selecting tool. So here we are going to discuss what are the steps for selecting an area from the using this tool, and how to select an area using this tool. So there are some steps. First one, click on the selection tool. So that is the first step. So click on the selection tool, then click on the fill. Then the filled part of the object will be selected. So here there are two parts. What are they? A filled part and second one is stroke or outline part. So there are two parts. So here is the, just imagine this is your creation, and it consists of two parts. The outline part is known as outline of stroke, outline or stroke, and that is the first part. Next part is filled part, filled area. So here is the filled area and the outline is the stroke or outline part. So we can select two areas from there. First, we can select the outline part only. Also, we can select the filled part. So first we are going to discuss about is how to select the filled part. How to select the filled part. Selecting tool. How to select fill. So how to select filled part means click on the selection tool. First we need a selection tool. So that is the first step. Click on the selection tool. Then click on the fill. There is an option named fill. So just click on the fill. Click on the fill means here is the content you created and this is the outline part and this is the filled part. So if you want to select the filled part, first you go to selection tool and click the filled area, that is click fill. Then what happens? The filled area of the object will be selected. So once again, we have only three steps. First, this is the outline part and this is the filled part. If you want to select the filled part, just select the selection tool and then click the filled area. So the filled area will be selected. That is the steps for selecting filled area. The next is how to select the stroke or outline part. Similar to this, but only there is a change. To select outline part, just select the outline area so that you can easily select the outline part of the object. So first one, to select outline or stroke. outline or stroke, click the selection tool. So first step, click the selection tool, click the outline, then the outline part will be selected and the outline will be selected. Then, so now we discussed two types of selection, field area selections and outline selection. So next one is moving to another topic, how to select multiple objects. So that is the next topic. To select multiple objects. To select multiple objects. Multiple objects. Yes. For that, click on the selection tool and then click a mark or drag a mark around the objects you want to select. For example, these are the three objects. And if you want to select the three objects in at a time, then you can using the mouse, just drag on these three objects. So there is an outline known as mark Q. So drag a mark Q selection. What is that name? Mark Q selection, and then select the three objects. So that's the way you can select multiple objects. So selecting multiple objects means click the selection tool. That's the first step. Second step is click or drag a mark to the multiple objects you want to select it. Then the objects will be selected. So these are all for selection tools. Once again, simply selection tool is one of the most relevant tools in the Flash software. And first we have to discuss about how to select a field pattern, and then how to select an outline part or stroke pattern. Then next is how to select multiple objects. So first about how to select a field part is in a content you created. There are two parts, field part and outline part. So if you want to select field part, then just click on the selection tool. After that, click the field part. The field area will be selected automatically. So the second one is how to select it outline or stroke part. So for that, first click the selection tool, then click the outline area or the stroke area. So the outline area will be selected. And the third one is how to select multiple objects. So for that purpose, just click on the selection tool and then drag a marker to the multiple objects you want to select. Then this objects will be selected automatically. So these are the three ways for the selection tools. Then moving to next topic, how to select partial objects. It is similar to the multiple objects, that is selecting partial objects. Select partial objects. So for example, this is your content, and if you want to select a small area from this object, so how to select? So just drag a mark to this area, mark selection to this area. So this whole area will be selected, and you can select the content partially. So this is the way to do selections. Next, moving to the next topic, line 2. Line. So first one we discussed the selection tool. Then second one is line 2. Line 2. Yes. So simply line tool is used to draw lines. Yes. So next is how to use line tool. First select the line tool. So here is the line tool. It looks like a line, and here is the line tool, and click and start dragging in the direction in which you want to draw the line. So then release the button. For example, just first click the line tool and then locate a position. Then drag the mouse to the direction where you want to draw the line. So here drag the line to the upward position. Then after that, then you can release the button. Then again, just click on here and drag the mouse for drawing the line. So this is the way for drawing a line. So which tool is used? Line tool. How to draw? Drag the mouse to a particular location or the direction and then release the mouse. So here select the line tool, click and start dragging on the direction which you want to draw the line, release the mouse button. The next is pencil tool. So second one is line tool, third one is pencil tool. Yes. So pencil tool is used to draw free-form lines. Which type of lines? Free-form lines. So you can draw straight lines as well as free-form lines. So that is the way for using free-form lines. So which tool is used here? Pencil tool. So using the pencil tool you can draw free-form lines and also the shapes if you are drawing with a real pencil. So let's see how to use a pencil tool. At first select the pencil tool, then you can choose a drawing mode. Drawing mode means you can select the straighten pencil or straighten, smooth, ink. So 3-way, straighten, smooth, ink. You can select 3 types of mode using the pencil tool. First one is straighten mode. Straighten mode means the lines you draw is straight. Straight line. If you want to draw straight lines, then you can choose the straighten mode. Smooth, then you can choose smooth mode. Otherwise, that is in mode. So, for using pencil tool, select one of the mode from the 3 choices: straighten, smooth, ink. Then, for example, straighten means it looks like this. This is straighten. Smooth means there is no curves in between any of the lines. That is smooth lines. And next, ink means it is not straight line but contains some ink. So this is the straight ink mode lines. So these are the 3 modes used in pencil tool. So choose the appropriate mode and press the mouse button to drag it to the different direction and then release the mouse. Then next is rectangle or polyster tool. So fourth one, polyster tool, rectangle or polyster tool. Yes. So here, using the rectangle or polyster tool, you can draw rectangles and squares. So you can draw here rectangles and squares. Also, using the polyster tool, you can draw polygons. Polygons means shape with 3 or more sides. So and also stars. So both the tools are in the same menu. So here, the fourth tool is rectangle or polyster tool. So, using this tool, you can draw squares and rectangles. Also, polygons. Means more than 3 side shapes are also drawn using this tool. Then, you can draw stars, polystar. So, here, both the tools means both rectangle and polyster tools are in the same menu. That's the main advantage using this tool. So how to use the rectangle tool? Select the rectangle tool and then click the mouse, drag it into the any position, then release the mouse. After drawing the rectangle, just release the mouse. To draw rectangle with the round corners, without round corners means using the rectangle we can draw rectangle with the rounded corners, rectangle without simply rectangle. So, 2 types of shapes, rectangle and second one is rectangle with the rounded corners. Rectangle with the rounded corners. Yes. First one, for using rectangle, the inspector, you can see there is an option named stroke hinting, scale, etc. So you can select 0 for rectangle and just put any radius for rounded corners. For example, if you type 10, then you can get a rounded rectangle of 10 radius. So here is the rounded corner rectangle and here is the simple rectangle. Means pointed corners and the rounded corners. If you want pointed corners, then the radius should be 0 and otherwise the radius should be 10 or any other value you can give into the property section. Then next is how to draw a polygon star. We know in the same menu we can use the two different tools. So the second one is Polystar tools. How to draw a Polystar tool? Then you can select some options in the Polystar tool. That is, you can select oval tool, rectangle primitive tool, oval post primitive tool and Polystar tool. So using the Polystar tool, and then you can include the number of slides. For example, here you want to draw the Polystar is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 sides. So you can enter the number of sides in the side section, and then then you can create a 6-side Polystar. So that's the way for drawing a Polystar. And next is oval tool. Simply oval tool, what is it used to draw an oval? So here just click on the oval tool and locate the mouse pointer on a particular position, then drag on it. So what happens? An oval is created. Then moving to next topic, that is free transform tool. Free transform tool means you can edit, like you can resize the picture, you can rotate the picture or skew your shape. Skew means slanting to a particular area or a side or right side. That is slanting position. So you can apply skew, rotate or scale. Means increase the size, increase the width or height of the shape you draw, etc. So that is the free transformation tool. So next one is fifth one, free transformation tool. Free transformation tool. So, for performing or drawing free transformation tool, select a shape, select the free transform tool, then use the handles on the bounding box to click and drag to apply on transformation. The shape will be resized. So, if you want to resize this star, just select the shape. So, here is our shape and just select the shape. And the second one is select the freeform transform tool. And then using the handles, so here are some handles, so just there is a bounding box to click and drag to apply transformation. Finally, the star will be resized. Then moving to next topic, that is brush tool. So sixth one, brush tool. BRUSH-TOOL. Brush tool. So using a brush tool, you can draw as you do with brush strokes. You can select the brush sizes and also brush shapes as desired. Then here is the picture. You can select your brush sizes from here, small brush sizes to higher brush sizes. So you can select your size of the brush from here And then there are different shapes of brush. So you can select the shape of brush from here and then drag the mouse to draw. Drag the mouse to draw the picture. Then next is ink bottle. Seventh one, ink bottle. Ink bottle means using the ink bottle tool, you can select the stroke color, change the color with the style of the lines drawn and also outlines. So ink bottle, you can click the ink bottle option to change the color. If you want to change the width or style of the lines you draw. So that is the main advantage of ink bottle. So ink bottle means using this tool, you can change the width, height, style of the line that you draw. So look at the picture, page number 78. So you can see here is a picture. So this is the option for changing the outline properties. So here just select the properties and take the option from there. So select the stroke color and then next one is click the object which you want to change the properties and then select the stroke style. And then what happens? The new stroke properties will be applied to this object. So moving to next topic, that is paint bucket tool. So eighth one, paint bucket tool. We know what is the use of a paint bucket? Simply to fill colors. So that's the same here. So using the paint bucket, you can select the color and fill the color into the shades. And paint bucket tool means it contains a fill color box, which means it contains different types of colors. So you can select your appropriate color from there and then selected color will be filled in your object. Then next is about the color fill dialog box. About color fill dialog box. That is the next topic. So from here, so these are the important tools used in the Flash. So next topic is about color dialog box. That means it's not that you fill only a single solid color. You can use gradient colors. Gradient color means you can apply different shades of colors like orange and red, green and yellow. So different shades of color or multiple colors we can also apply to the objects. That is color fill dialog box. And also change the transparency property of the color. Then some other tools, that is text tool and eraser tool. So 9th one text tool, 10th one eraser tool. So text tool means using this tool you can place the text block on the stage. Stage means it's the working space or the working area. So if you want any captions for your object, for that purpose you can use a tool, that is text tool. And eraser tool means simply if you want to remove unwanted portions from the area of your object, then you can select the eraser tool. So these are the main important tools. Then some common commands is group command and break apart command. What are the commands? Group command and break apart command. Group command. Second one, break break apart command. So these are commonly used commands. Then what is this command means? First, group command. When you draw an object, the fill portion is separate and the stroke part is also separate. So this could be a problem while transforming or moving the object. For example, this is your object. Just imagine this is your object. So we know it has two parts, an outline part and a filled part. So if you want to move an outline part to this area or filled part to this area, there are some problem occurs while transforming the part. So if you want to select multiple objects, there is some confusions and making your drawing it consists of making your drawing have some problems and it will spoil the drawer. It will spoil the beauty of your picture. So that you can use a command named group command. So that you can easily select all the commands to the other position. So moving to other position. Then break apart command means it has many uses, but right now we will learn its use to breaking apart the text. For example, this is a letter. For example, this is the word computer. So if you want to separate any letter from this word, then you can use the command break apart command. Simply breaking the letters from the word. So these are all about this chapter. So let's go to a quick recap. At first, Flash software. Flash software is used to develop interactive graphics and animations which can be used on the website for any other multimedia purpose. Timeline consists of divisions of frames arranged on a number grid, and a frame means it's a single step of animation. Selection tools, so different types of tools: selection tools, line tool, pencil tool, rectangle star tool, tree transformation tool, brush tool, then importer tool, text tool, and eraser tool. Then using the selection tool, you can select the object. Then line tool, you can draw lines. Pencil tool, you can draw freeform lines and shapes. Rectangle or polygon star tool use, you can draw squares, rectangle with corners, without corners, etc. Also, you can draw polystar, polygons, etc. Then oval tool, you can draw circles and ovals. Free transform tools, you can edit the object. For example, you can rotate, skew and scale. Then importer, you can select the stroke color and change the color. Then using text tool, you can place the text block on the stage. Then eraser tool to erase the objects partially or completely, etc. So these are the main points in this chapter, main topics in this chapter. So our chapter is over. So let's continue the remaining chapters in the next section. Thank you.